to be there or coming out with a 19 version.
Well,
The YouTube video I was watching. I was up till 6 o'clock this morning watching that guy work on that map.
okay, there we go. That's a tricky little parking spot because
Yeah.
you can't quite pull in frontwards.
I'm Barstow right now.
Okay, we're in San Francisco. Let's go look at the World War II sub. Yeah. Fisherman's Wharf. I did the sub. I didn't do the Liberty ship, which was parked just behind it. But yes, I've been on a Second World War sub. They are small. Not small that they hassle my claustrophobia, but small enough that you sort of this would be uncomfortable with 80 people on board, 50 people on board.
1,000 pounds of water pushing, trying to get in.
Oh, it's on the surface. I'm not too bothered about that. Going underwater, probably not. Being in a tube underwater, not my idea of fun.
Probably okay until you hear that creaking and popping.
Yeah. Ooh, I've got money. Now, do I have a bank loan? No.
Time to buy a new truck or a trailer.
No, time to buy a new garage somewhere.
I'm gonna buy a log trailer and try that out.
Come on.
You gotta hold the enter button to fill up.
So where can we go? Santa Cruz, Santa Maria, Oxnard. Oops. San Diego. Wow. Okay. Oh yes, that's the longest. I believe shortest deliveries are here. There we go.
Cut over with.
Fresno, Bakersfield.
So now what they're doing here is like, you can buy these trucks, you go to the dealer, but I'd like to see them do like a used dealership. You go along and starting out, you probably, lease a used one before or buy a used one before you go buy a new one.
Okay, you ready, Pimpin?
Nope, I'm still struggling to try to get this in this corner.
Okay.
But this one was out.
I guess I need to get out and watch this. Oh my goodness. Oh, you've got to put it in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me click on your screen.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, mine I just had to park up against that wall, but it's kind of tricky because you can't quite get it in there going forwards. The trailer won't pull round. So is your truck really sort of a grey or is it really coloured?
I'll take that.
Yeah, I think mine was supposed to be parked a little bit closer to that wall, but it gave it to me.
Wow. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's alright, that gives me one more.
So how are we doing on time?
Okay, so we have about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Let me check the map and see what's where. Okay, that's 7 hours is a little over 30 minutes, isn't it?
try Santa Cruz, maybe?
Actually, I was looking down to Oxnard.
Oh, that's that far? Okay.
Yeah, 7 hours. See, that's a little under 20 minutes, I think, drive time.
Okay.
So external contracts.
We're trying to go to Oxnard.
We're trying to go to Oxnard. And I think when I just checked just now, there was some lumber going down there. Although that might have gone.
Oxnard lift truck I've got. Let's see. The only thing I see was a lift truck. Oh no, there's TVs. I think that's a double trailer.
Is external contracts, or do you do the freight ones?
Okay, I've got lumber to Oxnard, so...
Yeah, I'm going to take the lumber to Oxnard, because that's a safe one.
Okay.
You guys
I'm
do
afraid the other two might
externals,
kick
or do
me
you
off.
do the normal ones? You hear me?
Okay, where are we going? We're going out of
An
here.
hour, 4-minute drive.
That's to the pickup location.
Yeah,
You guys hear me?
that's what I meant.
So
What
that's
did you
about...
say?
You guys pick external jobs, or do you pick the
Yes,
freight?
we take external jobs.
I did. I'm sure.
Well, because that way we're all working off the same list. If you use the normal game contracts, your PC's generating those jobs, and so we're not getting the same jobs at that point. Oh, we're going over the bridge, aren't we? Okay.
Yeah.
Been over this bridge too.
Yeah. I've done a few around San Francisco. Even though I don't like coming around San Francisco area.
It's not the greatest town to drive in.
No, it's a beautiful place to, if you're not driving.
Well, it's also a good place to go if you like public transport. Because you've got all the trams, the tube, or the subway.
Right. Well, like I said, if you're not driving, it's a nice place to come visit. But if you have to drive through this place, it's a murder.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like London. If you want to go and visit London, drive to about 20 miles outside and then abandon your car in a train station and take the train because it's easier. Done that before. Although for me, back when I was on a bike, I would bike into London because pretty much everywhere you go within a couple of 100 yards of somewhere you want to go, there's a bike park, motorcycle park. So you can, you can go where you're going. You park your motorbike, you get off, you walk to where you're going.
Right.
These days, I'm very much disinclined to take a motorcycle into London because they've had a large influx of motorcycle thieves.
Oh, have they?
And they work in gangs, and what they do is they'll surround a solo motorcyclist and someone will draw a knife on him, and it's basically you get off the bike or we're stabbing you.
Okay. I'll get off the bike. You can have it. Here's the keys.
Yeah,
Bye.
and you get off the bike, they take your bike and they ride off. And there's a lot of motorcycle couriers are having issues with that because obviously you've just taken my livelihood and my delivery.
Right.
So yeah, not a good thing.
No.
So we're actually going to Oakland.
Right.
I thought the job was from San Francisco, but
Well, it's all the San Francisco area.
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that one other time. I was going, oh, how come I'm going all the way to Oakland to get this load? Oh, because they kind of consider Oakland the same as San Francisco.
Yep. At least we don't have to pay the toll coming this way.
No.
So this will probably put us on the highway unless we override GPS again. Ooh. I felt
Sorry.
that.
God, it stopped a little faster than I expected it to. I couldn't lock up my brakes.
Okay, where we go? Left at the lights. Oh, stop. Actually, I think you can go right at the lights too.
Yeah, looks like you can.
I'll do a turn on right, turn on red.
Let's see if I've got my... I think I should have got a ticket there.
What, for turning right at the light?
No, because I kind of rolled too far into the light.
Ah.
I have to see if I got my ticket thing off.
I got a ticket for a red light, and I was probably 6 more line. I'm like, what did I do to get a red light? Literally I could see the white line looking at the windshield of the truck.
Oh yeah.
Got too close to the white line. That's why I turned it off a couple of times. I got frustrated. I'm not even at the right white line. I'm still 3 inches from it.
Yep. There's a couple of those up in Oregon that they have bad.
I finally turned cops off.
Yeah. For the most part, they tend to be fairly good. You do have to cross the line, but there is at least one up in Portland that, yeah, don't even get close to it because it triggers. We are going 7 hours is... This will take us through to about 17.5 minutes from now. So we will be ending the stream when we drop this delivery off. Safe to say, and that should put us somewhere between around about 8:45, I think.
Okay. Well, sounds like for some reason they give me all these strange little places to get my loads, drop them off at.
Now I might just continue talking until Arthur gets on, and then we can raid him.
Okay. So let's see. We want to go down. You're gonna go down 101.
I want to change this so we go via.
Okay. So are you gonna go?
Okay, we're over there, so. I want to go that way. Yeah, we're going to go down through Santa Cruz to get back on the 101.
Right. Okay. Ooh.
Okay, are you back there?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
See, I'll be down by
So-
half a tank of gas too, but that should be all right.
I think there's a gas station just outside the port here.
Yeah, I might stop and just get gas just to make sure.
Or diesel.
Oh, diesel, yeah, gas, diesel. Fuel! Thank God you stopped and get some fuel.
Yeah, it's safe with you. Just go with fuel.
Petrochemical substances. Okay. Yeah, how am I doing?
Used to saying diesel, then you're driving a gas tractor. Just say
Or
fuel.
diesel
Just stop and
tractor,
turn off
or
your
natural propane. So I think I just have to start changing my terminology to fuel.
That's another option with
Or
the older
petrol.
tractors. There's a lot of them made LP tractors.
Whoa! I'm paying attention here.
Yeah, you've got a load back there. Don't take the gas station out. Last thing I need is a huge explosion behind me. This is not a disaster movie.
Grand Theft Auto. You hit the gas pumps in Grand Theft Auto, you.
Happens that I start getting too confident. And I start swinging this thing around, and it's just a little crazy.
Whoa, dude.
Fresno, California.
Crazy dude. Okay.
As I get this delivered, I'm going to be AFK for a second. My Great Dane needs to go outside.
All right, I'm coming. I'm good to go
Okay,
now.
I have a obstruction on the side of the road.
Okay. I probably don't have it, but okay.
That's something else that'd be nice if they could sync us all up to.
Yes, yeah, I've
They
set-
need to do like Farm Sim where you got a server and then you have so many people on that server.
Well, I think what they need to do is, I think we've talked about, is where they just, everything gets shut off on your
yeah.
option menu, and it all becomes, you come on here and it's like going on a
They have it all predetermined and possibly regenerate it once a week, so that there are roadworks on that road for, you know, the entire week.
so however they would decide to do it, it's actually on the map, not on your game.
Not a random
Yeah.
event. Yeah.
Red Dead with a buddy, and we were hopping on boats. He's like, boy, there's a lot of hay and stuff on this boat, and on my screen there was nothing. So
Yeah.
it happens and everything.
And it's
Yeah.
that's the same with weather. I mean, I think the first week we were driving with Arthur, I had torrential rain for the entire journey, and Arthur was in bright sunshine.
Right, and then I think it was reversed the other, and one other one, because he was in torrential rain the entire
Yeah.
time, and you were in sunshine. Everybody else was in nice sunshine.
I've heard that if you touch the rain setting, it just constantly rains.
Well, I think if you have
Bump it
adjusted correctly, it works well. But if you don't, if you have it just too wrong,
Or somebody had bumped it up, and they said if you bump it up at all, it's just like it's gonna rain all the time. I think they were in Arizona.
okay, this time we gotta pay. Stop and pay.
Gonna have to pay the piper.
Oh, we had to pay last time too, but not coming this way. The other one was an automatic pay.
Yes.
I like those.
There we go. There we go on the top deck of the bridge.
Yeah.
So for Farm Sim 19, I found a complete Valtra set of tractors, and the modder has basically gone through the Valtra catalog, and they have all of the engine and tire options per the manufacturer. And he's limited the paint colors to the Valtra paint colors, and you can still select sort of red, yellow, orange, blue, but they're official Valtra colors, not every color under the sun like you get with the in-game ones.
Right.
But it's kind of like because I think the in-game Valtra T starts at about 210 horsepower. Well, I needed a tractor that's got at least 180, so you can buy a Valtra T with 190 horse. And it's a lot cheaper than the in-game 210 horsepower one, obviously.
Right.
Where'd you find that at?
I honestly can't remember where I found it now.
I've only Mod Hub US is.
It might have been FS-UK, but as I said, I can't remember where I found it.
I've only used Mod Hub and FS19 mods. I think. Found a couple other places, but it's like my antivirus goes off like a firework.
Oh yeah, no, there are a lot of places that I've been where the antivirus just says, yeah, you really don't want to be visiting this place. I sort of, okay then.
It's like, are you sure? Are you really sure you want to go here?
There's another one. Someone did a mod demo of, and I went to the site, and you have to register. Now you don't have to pay anything; you just have to register. And to register, they have to send you an email. And my email bounced their email, so I couldn't register. And now I can't register on that site because my email's already registered. I just haven't confirmed it because I can't, because their email with the confirmation code won't come through.
Right, they won't give you a chance to redo it then, right?
Yeah.
Resend the confirmation code?
They can resend the confirmation code, it's just that it doesn't come through my email server.
Oh.
I started having the same problem with Twitch. Twitch can't send to my primary email, so I had to send up a completely different email account in order to receive my Twitch emails.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. It's something my email server's been dicking with the who they accept emails off of.
Right. Well, I know that with my email, I sometimes it takes a long time to get my like this in a confirmation code. It sometimes takes a long time for that confirmation code.
Yeah.
And I've actually timed out.
Yes.
A couple of times. Oh well, I didn't get the confirmation code.
Yeah. But the thing is sometimes what an email admin will do is he'll just say, we're not receiving any emails from this domain.
Right.
And it usually takes me 2 or 3 months to find out where all those emails got routed to as you don't need to be seeing these. I don't need my email admin to say, we're not receiving emails off twitch.com. It's sort of, no, I need to choose who I get my emails off of. I don't need you censoring them.
Open and read it or not.
Yeah, put it in my junk folder if you don't think it's good. But then yeah.
See, that's like Truckers MP goes to my spam folder automatically.
Yeah, but in this case, it's not even making it to my email address.
Right.
But there is a way to go to the email admin on the email server and say, this domain, I want emails received from it. But I can't remember how to do it because it's been about 10 years since the last time I had to do that. Oops. Yay, I'm exploring a new road.
You got to restart the Truckers MP to change the setting.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the
because
problem.
I inadvertently put my engine brake on toggle, just on off.
Well, that's the way I have mine because I like mine. I either want it on or I want it off. I don't want to have to try to remember to push a button when I'm taking my foot off the gas. When also all of a sudden stops in front of me.
Yeah.
The way I had it set, you can turn it on and it'll do that, but if I want to turn it off, I just hit it.
5% damage to my truck.
Off.
Yeah, well, that's mine has there's a on off. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. And that's what I have. I can turn my toggle switch. I can turn it on.
Okay, we're coming off here.
Push it again and I can turn it off and on. So like when I do these convoys, since I never know when people actually stop, when somebody might stop real quick in front of me, I don't have to worry too much.
Or when someone's going to run the lights.
Right. I don't have to worry too much about having to, since my brakes don't feel like regular brakes to me.
Yeah. I think the last problem I had was when we had Simone and Arthur were playing. And Simone decided to go across a roundabout and roll the truck. And Arthur...
Oops, I just got a red light by.
I think he tried to avoid her and ended up crashing into a lamppost or something.
Right.
And it's sort of, yes. You stopped. Not fun. Okay. And more red lights. Oh, green lights. Go truck, go. You still back there?
Yeah, but I got the light.
Okay. Well, there's another left at the next one.
Okay.
Fortunately, no car. That's part of the worry about having traffic on Truckers MP. Is okay. I want to turn left here, and I'm in a convoy, and we all want to turn left here, and there's so much traffic coming the other way. We're getting through the lights one at a time.
Yeah. Well, the other thing if they would get traffic on here, right? I think that would also help us prevent these guys flying through these lights too.
Well, that's true. Yes.
Because they couldn't fly through them because hey, there might be traffic coming through there, and you're going to hit them. And you don't know that because you don't see the computer traffic on your screen like you do. And I know, I've watched guys just fly right through lights.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah. But I still have. I try to stay away from. I forget what the main route is. On ETS 2.
Oh, there's
twice.
one from Calais to inland.
Well, I'd have to look at the map and I can tell you, but it's like on the main, when your base map by, they have, and then you have a main road that goes up and down that. Well, twice I've been on that road, and twice I've had one guy actually ran into me. The other guy almost did, and I was quick enough to miss by him. But that was also on Saturday, so
Yeah.
I try to stay off that main road as much as possible because I've had 2 incidents and there were people have been trying to run into me.
I think what's funny is obviously you can run in truck radio, and there is an internet stream truckers radio, which is available as an internet stream through your in-cab radio, and they do traffic reports.
Yeah.
Down in Dusseldorf there's a good number of people down there, it's quite congested, you give yourself enough time to get through to your delivery location.
Yeah, well, that's nice, but I mean this wouldn't help because there's no traffic. It's just this guy was just coming down the wrong side of the freeway, and I was on the freeway. He's coming down the wrong side of the freeway, barreling.
Yeah, now I haven't come across that since I first played Truckers MP, and I played it sort of once or twice, and it's sort of, I'm not playing this because it's a complete nightmare.
Well, like I said, I've only had it happen twice, and both times it's been on that main stretch where most all the traffic goes through if you're driving down the middle of, you're going to Great Britain to Italy, you hit this road, So
Yeah.
I tried to stay away from that route.
Oh yes, that is a notorious route, but it's not because people are doing things deliberately. It's because they're being careless.
Well, no, I mean, these guys were actually, I know these guys, both of them, because they were on the road is divided with the cement block on the other side.
Oh right, yeah,
And they obviously were on the wrong side, driving high speeds on the wrong side. And I tried to swerve this one guy, thinking, oh, he got turned around. So I moved to the left, he moved to the left. I moved to the right, he moved to the right. You know?
yeah,
The other guy was doing the same. Now, the other guy I'm not so sure about because, but I think he was still trying to angle for me because at the last minute, I did no, not a sharp, but I did a quick left-hand turn and just skidded right past, not skidded, slid past him on his right at just the right angle where he couldn't actually get a hold of me because
right,
he was going too fast and I was going too fast. So by the time I got past him and he realized I was past him, it was too late.
yeah.
But I know that one guy specifically, I know for Shaq, he was aiming, and it may have been a kid, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a kid playing around
Right.
because he was bored.
Okay. We need to motor.
But and I know he was aiming for because I went from the right side to the left side, back to the right side, and he was making every move I was making.
Right.
A head-on collision. So, long story short, I stay away from that main route
Yeah.
as much as possible, at least on the weekends.
You see, the time of day we're playing, ETS2 is fairly friendly because most of the Europeans are sleeping now.
Right.
You know, it's what, 3 o'clock in the not 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning or later.
Right.
Which is why we can get on Euro server 2, which is probably the most populated server on ETS2.
Right.
But when we get on, we're straight on, and there's a couple of hundred people. You go in Saturday morning, and there you will join a queue to join that server.
Right. Well, I think I just got lucky on this one time, or the couple times I did it. It was, and I'm not sure if I can't say they were European, but I know it was Saturday. And I kind of don't get on if I'm on or Saturday, I try to definitely stay away from those,
Cool bridge.
that route.
Let's get back in the cab so I can drive safe. Oh.
Oh, where you go looking,
I was sightseeing.
no wonder you were slowing down so much.
Well, Pacific Coast Highway, it's why we're here.
Yeah.
Where you guys headed to?
What's that?
Where you guys headed to? Or did you take a
We
road
are
trip?
going to Oxnard.
Yeah, down the Pacific Coast Highway. This is the Pacific Coast Highway run.
Because we always do highway driving, and so we're doing crazy windy road driving this week.
Right.
Oh, this is a good looking bridge. I'm not going to get out and look at it though.
That's the only thing I don't like about. Wish you could at certain points at least get out of the truck and be able to look around.
Yeah, because back there was a sightseeing point where you could pull over, but you can't get out and look.
If you could get out the viewpoints, not necessarily that you get out and walk around, but at least get out and be able to. Okay, I can get out. I can swing around.
I can stretch my legs.
Well, take a look at the view.
Yeah.
As if you drove up there and actually looked at the view. That would be nice.
Yeah, 40 miles an hour. Come on, truck. At least I've got I've got enough money invested in this truck. It's got a reasonable sized engine.
I think that's what this is topped out for this truck.
I think there's a couple more things I can install on it, but it's pretty much maxed out for engine and
Well, I think
transmission.
I can change the chassis so I can go to a heavy haul. Where I'm at right now, this is kind of the mediocre, not mediocre, but the step just below that where I can pretty much haul anything.
Yes.
Get the real heavy haul. And I'm not sure I could do that because
So I think if we make a decision sometime in the future to change locations, that's the point I might buy a new truck.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes sense. Let's fly down to Flagstaff, open a new garage, you know, buy a new truck for Flagstaff.
Yeah. Well, that could work.
I mean, the only thing is to make the money, I need to have, it's a good idea to rent a guy to drive this truck out of Portland,
Right.
but they don't work in multiplayer.
Well, that's why I keep this, because then I would still do that. I would have guys drive this truck on my single player game, and then when I come over, I'd still have the vehicles to use on the multiplayer.
Right. Yeah, at the moment, currently I've kept the single player and multiplayer separate profiles.
Oh, see, I gave that up.
And that was because when I started, when I first played multiplayer, if you had drivers, it just messed your account up. Yeah, I've got $10 million and I've only been playing a week, and I haven't played. I haven't logged in for 10 days.
Yeah, well, they fixed that, so it
Oh.
sits them all down now.
It's a hang glider, dude. Paraglider, parasail, whatever
So
it is.
actually, I might go, when I go to my single player, I might make some extra money.
Yes.
But it's only because they finished trips in the time length that I was driving.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I think I've been here before.
Oh, wow. Ship being towed out there.
Ah, I missed that. I
That
just
big cargo ship, there's a little, you can
tugboat
see
on
they
the
got
front.
a tow line on it.
Ah,
Towing it.
let's slow down and take a look. Oops. I can't see
I don't know
it.
if you can, I don't know if you can see it now because it's behind that hill now.
Yeah. Like I said, I really don't do well driving outside the cab. Yeah, no, too far away. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's jump in the cab and get back between the lines.
Yeah. Well, I only caught it for a glimpse because I just happened to see it on the corner of my eye, and then I took a quick glance, turned my head and looked and go, oh, because I thought I saw a small boat. I go, what's all these boats doing out here? And then I realized, oh, well, one's towing that one.
Okay, we're down to about 5 minutes to drive, so that puts us very close to 8 o'clock.
Right, close to where we need to be.
9 o'clock even. Let's try and get the speeds up. 55. And the speed limit just dropped to 30 because we're barreling
And
through a town.
we got to turn anyway.
Oh, I missed the turn.
You just missed the turn.
Something with ETS and the speed limit changes so much.
Okay, well, I'm making the turn. I'll catch up to you. Catch up to you.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pull a U-turn just up here, I think.
Yeah.
I should be able
Let's hear
to.
me.
Do what?
You hear me? Am I there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about ETS. I noticed it'll go from like 70 to 50, then right back up to 70.
Yeah, and that part of that is because of the map compression.
Right.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, because
and
they used to frustrate me too until we actually talked about it. It says, yeah, now it makes sense that you'll
yeah,
go from, and it seems like you're doing it real quick, but because they compress the distances, um, it's really not. Because I guess it's, everybody says, oh, it's like that. And I says, yeah, but we have the same things in the United States too. You just don't. It's not on the main roads. It's on the side roads.
right. But it's just
And
that you're on the main roads in England and you'll be doing 70 miles an hour, and then it's 50 miles an hour for 2 miles, and then back up to 70 miles an hour. The problem is in ETS, it's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, followed by a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit, and you
right,
pass it in 10 seconds
or less.
or
Actually.
less. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. We even have that because we have that in. Because I've noticed because when I was doing some of my doing routes on ATS, uh, we
You can,
have quite a few of those on the side roads.
Yeah, a heck of a convoy here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You can go ahead and pass me if you want, Osa.
you can speed up. I'll stick
Okay, well,
behind
I am doing that too.
you. 55. Yeah, makes a change. I've got something in my front view now.
Okay, you can follow me for a while. I am basically going to be running about 55 miles an hour.
Yeah. I do like this truck because it's obvious where the when the cruise control is on from the settings on the dash.
I got to do some actual little tweaks here and there on my steering wheel and stuff to get this just the way I like it.
Yeah.
Because I just kind of got this one and kind of said, I kind of like this truck, but I haven't actually done all the tweaking yet.
Hmm. Yeah, no, the issue I have is on a lot of trucks you can engage the cruise control, but it isn't obvious from the lights on the dash that it's
Right.
on. This one,
Right.
it's top and center. The little green cruise control sign comes on when you have cruise control on, so I can see, it's obvious when it switches off or where I don't click it on right.
Right. My problem I have is if I can't see my dials. Some of the trucks got the dials are so
Yeah.
so far away, they're so fuzzy for me. I can't see the numbers. So why am I driving this truck? I can't see anything. If I do have to be so close
Yeah.
in.
Hi Jeremy, how you doing? Yeah, I've noticed this on a lot of the European trucks. The digital control or the digital readout takes up far too much space,
Yeah.
and the words are so small I can't read it anyway.
Right. So like this truck that I got now, I can actually see all the gauges and everything. I can read it.
Yep.
So that's why I got to trick the steering wheel a little bit so I can see all the gauges now.
Okay, we are nearly there.
Oh yeah. So actually maybe next Thursday, depending if Arthur runs or not, maybe we'll swap back and forth so you don't have to. You can do the front and then you can follow behind so you get a different view instead of always seeing the front.
I'm easy either way.
Well, I know. I'm just saying maybe just to give the viewers a little different view. You can be in the middle of the truck and see how everything goes that way. Watch all the accordion moves.
Okay, Oxnard. Oxnard has an almost disused airfield. At least it was almost disused back in the early 2000s. Well, the airport wasn't closed, but it wasn't manned too frequently. And it didn't have regular traffic. I used to fly out of Camarillo, which...
Oxnard, yeah. Oxnard has a... I don't know if it still does, doesn't it?
It still has the airport, it's just...
Right.
There's
Just a-
really nothing based there.
It's just a VFI. Visual
No.
flight. It's visual flight. It means there's nobody actually in the tower.
Right.
That's all that means.
But Camarillo is at least fully operational
Right.
for the hours of sunlight. Round about dusk, the airport the airport closes down for automatic use only.
Right.
But the runways are parallel between Oxnard and
Yeah.
Camarillo.
Oops, I'm speeding.
And
Supposed to be now back up to 55. Okay.
yep.
I just looked. Oh shoot! I'm speeding.
No,
One of
that
those
was a 100-yard
30.
speed limit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my flight instructor was saying he went off on a night flight one time, and he comes back to Camarillo, and because it's dark, the airport's in auto mode, so you just make the radio calls to let everybody else know where you are.
I'm gonna go here. Stay here, I think.
And he's making all the calls and rotating around the airport, and it's sort of why aren't the runway lights working? You toggle the transmission. We shouldn't have come off on this one.
Nope, I missed it. It's hard to read this.
Yeah. But if you toggle the mic, it turns the lights on the runway. He's thinking, why the heck aren't the lights coming on? Oh, it must be broken. And then out of the corner of his eye, he sees sort of a couple of miles away to the inland, the lights coming on. He's sort of, oh no, I'm at Oxnard.
Yeah.
so he has to pull out of the landing there and fly, back to Camarillo.
Oh, I should have turned there.
You should have turned there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should have, but didn't know it was there until after I passed it.
Well, we'll look for
Now
the
the
next one.
GPS has a little bit to be desired.
Right. Well, it's hard to tell on the
I'd rather,
turning.
Freeway
Making a quick
ends.
Kiwi here.
Yep.
almost be nice if it would almost show up on the road when you got a turn, maybe, instead of.
Right. It's not so much that. It's when you get to, whoa. When you get to these funny roads, you don't really know which offshoot
Yeah.
to take.
Yeah,
So
I've done it. I've made plenty U-turns.
You're kind of guessing at which one you're taking. Especially if I haven't traveled this road, but maybe once or twice.
That's where I think that the GPS would almost be nicer if they overlay it onto the road at turns or at like exchanges.
Oh,
So
wow.
you knew, like some of them, they put the
Yeah,
X's across or the arrows.
Yeah, if it was like the GPS I have now, which would tell you which road or off ramp or you want
Yeah.
exit 5 or 4 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, we are here. Yeah, I was just following you, and then I'm sort of.
Yeah, I know, and then I just realized, oh shoot, I was guessing. Am I supposed to be on this one or stay on the road?
Yep. Oh, green light.
And I guessed wrong. Because I was at the crosshair, I had to make a decision.
What is it, like 2.5 minutes for every hour in game?
Yes. Yeah, basically, 24-hour period is 1 hour of playtime.
It says I'm 2 hours out from my delivery, so I'll be
That's about
a
5
couple
minutes.
minutes. Right here, it's time now. It's 9 o'clock.
Oh,
If
this
I
is the
switch over
road
to-
that runs parallel to the highway. No. What is this? Seriously, we're back on the highway. Ugh, whatever.
Yeah, but it's not the other one. We were on the other one up the ways.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Well, it's more roads travelled.
well, my thing says my upload is right up here, so
Yep, just after the next one.
yeah. Oh, it's a short U-turn.
Yeah, did you get my message last week? I did some work on the farm.
Yes, you didn't clean the chickens out, but you got everything else done.
Oh no, yeah. I was gonna say there was a bunch of money, and then when I went back in, like the next day, it was gone, and I'm like, paid chunks it off.
No, I paid back some of the loan
Oh yeah.
because that's costing us a fortune at the moment.
I may go in there. I don't have access to fast forward time, so
No,
crops grow to do it again. So I might check again, see if somebody else has been on there.
Which one is this?
oh, it's the
The
next one.
Michigan multi-plant.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I don't think anybody's on. People are pretty much staying off that except on.
yeah. Arthur left it running all week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
everybody was on there all weekend.
right. Well, yeah, but I mean, they pretty much don't get on it. I think they were on it last weekend and the weekend before that, but they don't get on it during the week. Just out of
Well,
respect.
Okay.
People that actually could do the advancing. I happen to know a couple of them, and we talked about it.
It's time for a photo. Where is Bin Pin?
I'm behind you.
Get your truck over here.
Where you want it? The right side or left side?
Yeah, just pull up alongside there.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
That's good.
Okay.
Whoa, sun glare. No, we'll go with that. Let's see. Field of view, depth of field, blood trend, path strength, saturation. Let's. Oh no, let's not reduce the saturation. I'll go with that. And then we'll move the camera angle to somewhere else so that the sun's not shining in it. There we go, that's better. And we'll take that one too. Okay, you can drive now.
Okay, I gotta back up.
Find your parking spot. Where's yours?
Well, I gotta
parked?
find it first.
Oh, I've got
I
mine.
don't have mine on automatic. I should.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was one of the things I was setting between ATS and ETS was setting up all the auto stuff.
Yeah, I should make mine automatic.
The downside with that is you can't then do an automatic parking, and you know if it's sort of in an awkward place, you can't just then say, "Oh, yeah, you park it."
Right.
And also, is there a fence there? I can't see. No. The other issue is it's difficult to tell the front gate that you need to pull into.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
at least if you don't have it on automatic, there's a little green flag right outside the yard you need to make the turn into.
Oh, that'll be adding a challenge.
Yeah.
Found a mod for FS19. It's an 18-row beet harvester.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, that about would make me try to do beets.
Yes.
There's a beet, a topper, an 18-row topper, and then the 18-row harvester pulls with a tractor. Not Taylor Farms. I downloaded. I haven't tried it yet, but
I think they gave me another one of those difficult backing spots. I think I gotta back around all this stuff in front of me.
Okay, let's.
we sent out a notification yet.
Darn. That didn't work. It's a little bit easier in European trucks.
Yeah, you don't have
Just
that big
thinking the
nose
opposite
sitting out
the
there.
other day. I was having trouble backing up because it's like they move or they respond twice as fast.
Yeah, but it's not so difficult to turn the truck around in a tight yard
Oh yeah.
because the wheelbase is that much shorter.
Yep.
There we go.
Do they have any conventional type trucks?
What do you mean? What with the?
With a nose on them?
No, because I mean the problem is there's a lot of places that are so tight you need a shorter wheelbase truck, so you have to go for the cab over because I mean there's also legal limits on how long a cab can be.
I had seen some, I don't know if they're mods or what, they're not as long as the American noses.
No, but I mean the ones with noses tend to be from sort of the 1950s and 60s. Okay, there we go. We're done.
Alright. Well, I need to go where you're at because I gotta back the opposite direction you backed.
162,000 money. Yay. Oh,
Engine brake is killing me.
okay, I'm going to pull out then. And I should probably find the nearest... Where are we? We're in Oxnard. Oh, there we are. And... Oh, looky there. Out of here. Keep going. Turn left. I'm going to go to the repair shop and fix this truck up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be a while, I think.
Okay, have fun.
I gotta turn this truck around.
Turn this
Can't get my
truck
engine
around.
brake to shut off, so every time I let off the gas, it's going.
Come on.
So I think the repair yard is straight across and then right. Oh, I've been here before, yes. And there's a railroad crossing right outside the repair bay. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ding. Fixie my truck.
Yeehaw. I got 2 loads in.
And upgrades. Biggest cab. Longest thing. Biggest engine.
I don't think that's going to work.
And metallic green.
End up going the same spot.
Okay, so I am done. I will say thank you for watching. I'm calling the stream tonight at this point. I did expect Arthur to be around about now, but
It shows he just started playing Farm Sim, so they're probably getting ready.
okay, so I can do a raid on that. So I'm going to raid Arthur as soon as he comes up. Let me Video services. Dashboard. I just have okay. So as soon as he goes active, we will mount a raid. We will pillage the fields. We'll set fire to the sheep and whatever else you do when you're playing a Viking.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Do this a different way.
Whoa. Someone's counting down.
Yeah, I was afraid this was that spot.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm going to move that off to one side. Well, we can carry on talking, guys. We're just not going anywhere at the moment.
Well, I'm still trying to get this truck. I gotta try a different route.
I should come back and watch you.
Yeah, this would be interesting. I've done this once before. I wonder if I could. I'm gonna try something because I haven't tried it before.
I think it was
Back all the way out.
it
I
was
got it back all the way out.
New Year's.
Well, I've been there on this one before, and I hated it that time.
Oh
It took
right.
me a while.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is a pain in the butt. Yeah, no, I had a stream on New Year's Day early in the morning. There's obviously no work, and I had a whole bunch of truckers watching me stream.
Yeah.
Oh, and there were comments like, "He doesn't know how to reverse," and others like, "I do this for a living. Why am I watching someone on the internet drive drive a fake truck?" Well, it's your choice, guys.
It's not gonna let me do it that way. Okay. Well, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Back it all the way.
Oh yeah.
This sucks. Cause I gotta back it all the way in a U.
Oh yes, you'd have to pull all the way forward and then back it in. That's what I had to do the other way, except there was that little crane there,
Yeah.
which made it a little bit more difficult for me.
On Discord, I have a notice about push to talk to the app.
Oh yes.
Do that or
What I tend to do is when I'm on Arthur's stream, I'll use push to talk. Purely because he's the primary broadcaster. But when I'm streaming, it's kind of a hassle to push to talk, so I don't.
Right.
And it's kind of good. Yeah, if I'm the primary streamer, I'm obviously carrying a lot of the conversation. So it's good for everybody else who's on my stream to hear what I'm saying, rather than drop them in it every so often.
Come on, turn.
So has Arthur started yet?
Don't see him yet.
Oh, if he's playing, well, I don't suppose anybody knows what his farm sim.
Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me
got
go.
a
To
new
his,
home.
let me go to his stream. No, they still got it. His stream still got him offline, so
Yeah.
he's not actually online yet. He's not on stream.
Oh, yeah. Discord shows him in farming. He must be setting it up.
Yeah, but he's not streaming yet. So.
Right.
Right.
Okay, now I need to pull forward.
And then backwards and then forwards. Well, at least it's not a heavy haul load with an articulated
thank
trailer.
goodness for that.
I've had some of those into that style of yard. Oh my goodness, that's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Cool.
Missed it again. Well, like you said, if it was a short stubby, it'd be a lot easier for me. But
Yeah.
Yeah, for my other profile, I've been trying to find one of the Kenworth, the cab overs.
Oh yeah.
Like back when I was a kid in the big show, like BJ and the Bear, he drove a Kenworth cab over with a.
sharp turn. Come on, turn.
I haven't been able to find one yet. Found a couple international or Freightliners, I believe.
Yeah. I generally don't use many mods for truck sims. Saturday mornings is still going to be Lawfolds. And that's pretty much... it's looking like I'm going to have to go another year. What I'm going to do this Saturday is look to see how much time there is left in the day and how much I would have to reduce the cow breeding time in order to get one more cow before midnight. If it's not too many cows, I'll buy a bunch of cows in order to get one more cow bred before summer ends. If I can't do it, then I'm going to have to play till next summer. But at the moment, even with all the maps coming out on Farm Sim 19, I'm still not looking to retire Lawfolds as a stream. Not intentionally. You know, Saturday morning's kind of my relax and let's have fun on Lawfolds. And there we go. Arthur went live. So it's time to raid.
Oh, is he on?
Well, I just got a message saying he's just started, but
I don't see him on the stream yet.
no, he's not coming up as raid.
Yeah,
Yeah, there he is. Okay, we are raiding Arthur. So ready to raid in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good time, and here comes Arthur. With a raiding party of 4. Okay. I am currently hosting Arthur. So, I might as well turn off OBS now because we are over